What's up guys, over at the shop we got some work to do today, but before we get into that, I would like to let you guys know that I officially started on putting the bottom end together for the MR2. So I got started on this thing last night. I got my block on the engine stand right here. Go ahead and pull this plastic bag off real quick. So I got my block onto the engine stand last night, and I went ahead and set my main bearings into the block and then set the crank on top of those. And then just like how we did Emilio's, I went ahead and I plasti gauged the clearances. I got my ARP main studs in here, put plastic gauge on there, clamped everything down, and made sure everything was to spec. And the girdle is right here. You can still barely see it, but my little strips of plastic gauge are still on there. Still need to clean them off, but the bearing clearances look great, so we are good to go there. I still do need to check the rod bearings. And I was actually gonna go ahead and put the whole bottom end together last night, but I actually don't have any thrust washers, and obviously those are very important. The 2 thrust washers will go right in here on either side of this piece on the block. So I need those obviously before we can put this block together. And the set I had ordered for mine, I actually let Emilio use those for his Honda, and I forgot to order another set. So hopefully we can get some soon next week, and then I can go ahead and start putting the bottom end together for the MR2. But that's where we're at on that right now. I did go ahead and get started on it. I didn't really film any of doing that because you guys get the idea. It's a lot of little tedious work. But yeah, today we're actually going to be getting a front bell housing half of a K-Series transmission for the MR2. As you guys know, we got that sequential in for this thing, and the only piece I'm missing is the front bell housing, and we need to find just a factory one so we can throw that gear set into that to get our transmission together. And we actually have a car here, and I'm gonna go over to it right now and tell you guys what we got going on. So this is what we're working with today. Here we have a K-swapped EK. This thing is really, really clean. Go ahead and pop the hood for you guys. And this is actually a customer car of Brent's. This belongs to a guy named Steven. And this thing is awesome. It makes about 500 horsepower. Brent tuned this thing not too long ago, and he brought it back over here because he needs a tranny swapped out.
Yep, third gear grinds real bad, so I have a 5-speed, and he'd rather have the 5-speed anyway. So. Oh
yeah, this one's a 6-speed currently.
Yep. So it's time to swap.
And the case shouldn't matter for what I need, right?
Nope. Perfect.
Shouldn't matter for that the sequential gear set.
Perfectly for you.
So yeah, this is going to work out perfect because Brent needs the transmission changed, and I'm going to be doing it with Tom, and in return he's going to let me have the bell housing piece that I need to put the sequential together. He'll get the work done for the customer so the car can go out the door. And then Tom also wants the gear set for his element so he can tow his boat. He wants that 6-speed.
Yes sir, make it a lot easier, that's for sure.
So Tom's actually going to be helping me swap this thing out. I'm not sure if we'll get it all done today. I'm sure we'll go ahead and just try to knock it out real quick, but at least we'll for sure have it out. But yeah, so that's what we got going on today. We're going to go ahead and get it pulled in and get this tranny out, and then we'll have our bell housing for the MR2's tranny. And then Brent will have a happy customer, and then Tom will have his gears.
That's it. We're all horse trading. It works out perfect for everybody.
Tom doesn't fit in there too good.
No, this is, you know, being a fat guy. I think it's funny just watching him get in. That should be its own. You guys got a shoehorn?
He does not fit in that chair. This thing has a full K20 swap in it. The motor is completely stock, and it made, I think, a little over 500 horsepower on a bone stock motor. Has a sidewinder manifold, and I believe this is a Precision 6266. But yeah, this thing is really sweet, really nice and clean, so we're obviously going to be careful when we are changing this transmission out. But we got her pulled into place. We're going to go ahead and get it on the lift and start tearing that tranny out. You ready?
Yes sir, I'm ready.
So before we can pull this thing onto the lift, we have to pull these side skirts off so we don't damage them, because it looks like they might hit on the lift. So we're just going to not risk it and get these guys pulled off. There's just 3 Allen bolts on each one. Then those guys will come right off and get those side skirts off, get her on the lift, and then we can start ripping this tranny out. Got this thing up in the air, and while Tom was removing the side skirts, I got one of the charge pipes off, but for now we got it all the way lifted up just to do everything underneath first. You guys know the drill though. We have to pull the axles out. We need to pull these back tranny bolts and just go from there. Then we'll lower the car back down, get everything up top unbolted, like the shift linkage and stuff like that. Get her dropped out, and then we can get the new one in. But we're gonna start with everything underneath. And we also have to pull the wheels off and stuff like that. He does have these lug nuts that are the weird style that use this lock, And I think he has like extended studs or something, because those come out way too far. Doesn't look like it's gonna grab very hard. And this one looks like it's a little stripped out. So hopefully we don't have any issues with that guy. He definitely needs some new lugs, but we'll make it work. Are they coming off or no?
I don't know. I'm afraid.
Those are definitely way too long of studs. There's not much for the key to grab onto. Oh, it was going. It was starting to. There's one. Oh, it went. I need to find him some new ones of those. I think Shane has some extras. Look at that, it's stuck in there. And that is the right key, it's just worn out.
See, it doesn't stick out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it does look like it has a spacer behind it. Yeah, this side looks a lot better. This side looks like how it should. You actually have room to get the key in there.
That's probably why that one was all stripped out.
Yeah, you're talking about one of those that's up on a stand, right?
Yeah,
and it has the
can in it. And
has a catch pan at the bottom. Yeah, we need some of those. So right now we're draining the transmission fluid. We already went ahead and got the axles pulled. We got all the tranny bolts under here pulled off, and then we also got the lower bolt to the starter pulled off. We're gonna have to get the upper bolt once we lower the car back down. A couple clamps off this boost pipe right here. We're gonna have to take this guy out of the way as well. But once that finishes draining, we're gonna go ahead and lower this thing back down and get everything else up top and get this thing dropped out. We got her lowered back down. We're gonna go ahead and pull this other charge pipe off right here. Gotta get the shift linkage off, a couple sensors to unplug, this motor mount right here, and the back motor mount. And then I think we'll be good to go from there. Get a jack under there and lower it down and get her out.
Okay, let me jack this up a little bit. Hold on.
There it goes.
Pull right off.
Brent's getting in there.
Get down. I got it. It's on my leg. You let up. Get your body out of there. I got my hands there. Ready? Yeah. Around. There we go.
And there she is.
Woo!
Nice.
Oh yeah, well, that other one's way cleaner than this one already.
Yeah, that one's pretty dirty.
If you clean that one up.
Do you want to pull that one out real quick?
Yeah, it'll feel extra special.
There it is.
There it is.
So he doesn't care about it being too cleaned up, obviously?
No, but I say, you know, we just do what we do.
Yeah, I'll clean it off, obviously, a little bit.
Awesome.
Let's get his number to me real quick and I'll double check with him. All right, guys, so we got the transmission out of the car. This one on the right is the one that just came out, and this is the one that we are going to be putting back into it. As you can see, the one that came out is actually pretty gross. The inside of the bell housing right here is all covered in sludge. This one's actually a lot cleaner, considering it came from a junkyard as well. But this one is a 5-speed that's gonna be going back into the car. That's what he wants. He is switching from the 6-speed to the 5-speed. And we had to wait to confirm with him that that's what he actually wanted, because Brent wasn't actually 100% sure that he wanted the 5-speed, because this is the only one Brent had at the moment. But we just talked to him and he does want the 5-speed over the 6-speed. So that's why we went ahead and got it done tonight. And yeah, we are calling it there though. I wanna talk to Steven, which is the owner of this car. Just ask him how clean he wants me to get this thing. At the very least, power wash it off before we throw it back in there. And I'm sure he'll be happy with that, but I will double check with him. We're gonna be doing that tomorrow because I want to head over to a meet in Wago here very soon, and we were staying up pretty late getting this done. So we'll pick back up on this guy tomorrow and keep going from there. But yeah, now we have this transmission to take apart for the MR2. We'll get our front bell housing piece off of that guy. Tom can get his gears out of there for his element so he can tow his boat better.
Element's gonna love the boat now.
Yep, we'll get this thing back in the car and we'll all be happy. Yes, everyone's benefiting from this. And then thank you for helping me get that thing pulled out. You're gonna be back here tomorrow too, right?
You guys always help me, that's why I'm here to help you.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. So Tom will be back tomorrow and we'll get this thing back in the car. This thing will be ready to go, and then we'll have that tranny ready for when we need to put a transmission together for the MR2. So hell yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
for that MR2.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it.
It's gonna go.
Yeah, I'll let you drive it if you let me drive the boat.
Drive the boat.
Yeah, it's a fair trade-off. I'm fine with that. All right, guys, so I just left the shop not too long ago. I'm over at the gas station right now. Just got Wago topped off on E85. She only took a couple gallons, but figured I'd top it off since we're getting ready to go to a meet. And this is actually going to be the first time we've taken Wago out to a car meet in I don't even know how long, guys. I honestly think the last time we went was like when I was with Charlie, and that was a long time ago, probably close to 2 years now. So those were the days. We're going to go back to a meet tonight. I'm actually picking up Emilio right now. Then we'll just go head over, hang out, maybe do some little pools, play around, you know, just like the good old days. But got her topped off on E85, so we are ready to head out. We'll pick back up once we go get Emilio. Well, you ready to go?
Let's ride.
Emilio's out here hanging out at the local grill.
I went to get something to eat.
Right across the street from his house.
I didn't have time to cook, so I'm ready though. It's kind of cold out. I should have brought a sweater.
I know, we haven't been to a meet in so long, especially in Wago.
It's been a long time.
This is gonna be the first time for Wago in a long time.
I see you got the bumper or the hood. It's gonna be breathing all night, huh?
Yeah, it's boost weather. Yeah, it's a little cold out tonight, guys. Still need to get the hood and bumper on there. But yeah, it's been so long, and keep in mind she's still on 300 horsepower if we do end up doing anything. She's turned down, so we're just gonna cruise.
You will, bro. You can't let no one get next to you and not get on.
I mean, I'm down just to hang out and let people check it out, you know, get a little two-step.
Until that Corvette comes up next to you.
Or a Mustang.
Or a Mustang.
Smell good in here?
What's that smell, bro?
Got that air freshener. Subscriber sent that.
Oh, damn, it's right in front of my face.
Shout out to Northworks for sending us these air fresheners. They smell like black ice. Smell really good.
I think that's the only one you have in here?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we got more at the shop too. What up? Yeah, you almost ran into that curb back there.
Yeah, I did not see that. I thought it was just a straight going.
What's up, man?
What's up?
It's been a minute.
It is been a minute.
How's it going? Just made it to Mexico. We haven't been over here for a while.
Oh, we already got a crowd. Turn your lights off. All this then.
So we just rolled up to Mexico. Got Russ's Subaru right there, and Emilio's live right now, and he's trying to pressure me to line my wagon up with Russ.
It's already right next to it.
Might as well, you know.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, we're in Mexico now, so it's whatever.
You know, we'll see what happens.
I mean, how much is yours? Is still making like the 480 or whatever, right?
Yeah, around there.
Yeah, so I'll probably get waxed. You know, I'm only at 300.
But once I hit 4th gear, my car's like.
What's yours making right now? Yours is making 390.
No, it's 388.
388.
I'd
you
say,
said 4.
Oh, yours is 388.
388 on a Mustang.
Yours is making 388.
388.
Oh,
yeah,
it might be decent then.
No, because he said 488, and you're like, yeah.
No, I
I'm
thought
like, yours make that much.
I thought you were closer to 500.
388, and then 412 torque.
It might be kind of close. It probably weighs a little bit more too.
I'd say.
To make it fair, I'll just.
But I got Emilio with me.
No, I'm saying to make it fair, I'll ride with him.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll make it even.
I say I got 35 with me in it.
Really?
That's what it weighs.
Wago's probably, with both of us, Wago's probably close to 3.
So with me in it, 38.
I'll take a win, you know. Every once in a while for the Subaru people out there.
Yeah, you need redemption from when Honda got that run with you in the tunnel. Remember that?
That was messed up.
Hey, this is the slowest car in the group right now.
It bounced around. Well, I got, you know, wait till my Honda comes out then. Whatever.
Oh yeah, he has a SI that
I got a Honda gang, baby.
He's been hiding it. Big boys, dude.
I think this out bumps Wago. Alright, so they just called the next spot. It's pretty far, so we'll probably cruise down with the group for a little bit, but probably won't go too far since it's the opposite way from where we live. But we'll cruise for a while, see what happens. Might get a run in with Russ and see how that goes.
Yep.
But we're gonna head out.
Get that heater on.
Yeah, it's really cold down in Mexico today. The SI cluster? That's tight, dude. We're at just like on the last one?
Yeah, I'm here.
Came to Mexico and we're signing SI clusters.
Oh yeah, bro.
Hey, thank you guys.
Yeah, no problem, man.
All these Subarus out here, dog. Gotta get Honda out here. 1, 2, 3. Fixing a damn tire again.
The same tire? It's been like that forever.
This guy. Oh, he don't even reach.
Oh no. Move the car. The hose doesn't reach. You still haven't fixed that thing?
It's the rim, it ain't the tire.
I remember last time we came out with you like a year ago. Same thing. Losing your air.
I can't replace the rim.
It's the wheel?
Yeah, it's cracked it.
Oh shit. Well, we had to make a quick pit stop for Russ because his front tire goes flat over time.
It had 9 pounds.
Yeah, I was getting pretty low. Made it to the gas station though. Well, we had planned on turning around early, but we ended up coming all the way down, so we are really far away from home right now, deep into Mexico, but we've been chilling. It was fun.
Cold by the ocean in Mexico.
Yeah, me and Russ never had a chance to line up just yet. But you went up against this Civic. This is our buddies. This thing from the back looks completely sleepered. It even has the stock exhaust hanging off the back. Can't even tell, but you look at the front. No hood. Hood exit. You and him were pretty close.
Yeah, it was a good one.
I saw you guys take off.
He was coming back on me.
Was he? Starting to back half you?
I could hear him back there. Pop, 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 spin, 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 spin.
Yeah,
he was there.
Yeah, look at the tires. They're just little stockies. This thing's funny though. From the back, you cannot tell at all.
Yeah,
I was like, what's that Civic trying to do? And then I forgot it was our friend. Brent actually did this one. We did get 1 kill in Wago on the way. He took down a newer STI, had the little Cobb license plate cover, so you know it's on like a Cobb Stage 5. Yep. Took her down. Wago's out here taking names. That's the only run we got, but we just cruised the rest of the way down. Oh, yeah. She's running good though. It is.
It made it all the way here. So
yep.
You're not close to home.
Yeah, we are not close at all. Several hours away.
I didn't know if we were gonna make it home.
And all these other cars came out with us. Now we get to drive back.
1, 2, 3.
Alright guys, I dropped Emilio off a while ago and we are now back at the gas station from where we started, and I'm really glad I topped this thing off before I came out because the gas gauge is a little below the red line, so we definitely used up every drop of gas just about getting back to the station, but we made it, got her top back off again, and I'm going to be ending the video right here. I'm gonna head home, but we got a lot of good runs in Wago. She ran great and she did not do bad at all considering she's only on 8 PSI making 300 horsepower, and she's on the tune that I did on the dyno, so that's pretty awesome. I would have liked to get a better run with Russ because he got ahead on me pretty good, and I think it would have been a much closer race, but my air filter actually popped off and I kind of let out, and then we had to pull over and put that inside the car. But he was like dead even with that Civic, and I was almost dead even with that Civic as well, so I feel like we need a rematch later on, but is what it is, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I know a lot of you guys were asking for a video of us to go out to the meets again, so we don't do it too often. It was really fun to do it once again, so that's where we're at for tonight, guys. Though I'm gonna head home. It's super late, get some rest, and we'll see you guys later.